Okay, welcome back to our next sessions is 2026. Last year I was trying to do some streaming. It was quite an attempt, I think, mainly psychologically difficult. After that, a few friends watched it, and even I got a call from my brother. He offered me some psychological help. It was very depressive. So hopefully this one would be a bit better and also a bit more constructive in terms of technical aspects what we're trying to do. But before we proceed, based from that learning from before, I'm going to do some background music so that it's not too, too depressive. Yeah, I like these guys. I found them recently. No AI, lo-fi. I think these days it's super important that we do have a bit less of AI. Pretty much that AI is everywhere. Like I don't know. I don't have the acknowledgement. If you like what you hear, just go find them and subscribe. I like the jam. Anyhow, let's go back to our code. Right, so maybe one aspect before we proceed is just to describe what happened or where we stand. Well, the truth is we're starting from scratch. Again, let me describe what the project is about, since if you're watching this for the first time. So yeah, I always had this idea in the background of my mind for many years to play around and then actually try to do your own Bitcoin fork. And I was always challenged by the idea, like how difficult that could be. Well, and at some point, I think 5-7 years ago, there was even a trend where you could just have some online tool or form and fork it with a no-brainer, like with no effort at all. Well, the truth is, then if you want to also do something useful with that, and probably then this is definitely far from being no-brainer. What I discovered, actually, I also wanted to use some Copilot or whatever lazy feature to code all of that, and ChatGPT 5 point something dot something stupid actually didn't really work well. Like it got suffocated with the amount of the complexity, because Bitcoin Core was no surprise, because Bitcoin Core is actually a complex C++ code base. Well, now what changed is we made a fork from I made a fork from v30 dot something recent, and it was a good idea, or immediate benefit of this was that this whole Unix-like code base migrated to CMake, and just to build things I need to interact with CMake. I created a folder doc let me just maybe make it more visible. Git status, yeah, all of that you can find in let me just cat .git config for the upstreams, like how do I have it configured. Yeah, so I have a feature branch, binge feature, blah blah. GIP-0001. It's just my format for, like, yeah, I call this blockchain generation, or like Bitcoin next generation, or generation for short. I need some kind of toy name, and it's kind of like cool name, like next generation, Star Trek, whatever. Yeah, and the first proposal or a document for improvements, or kind of like RFC for internet kind of style of documents for improvements. Yeah, I created a subfolder called GIP, Generation Improvement Proposals. There's a folder called Accepted, and I want to use Git to manage all the files. So yeah, like I have two documents or two proposals that I'm going to work on. Currently, I started to working on this GIP-01, which is network identity, which is actually the first change that one needs to do before, what you want to achieve is, if you're on your network, you don't want to collide with existing network, and you want to do some modifications, and you want to avoid any confusion or any noise on any existing main and testnet, whatever. And that's interesting because, like, within this stream, what we will be able to do is we'll be able to like slow down and like walk through some tiny technicalities and tiny changes that needs to happen, especially if you ask what I'm using now, like it's anti-gravity. It performs much better than Copilot. It does plenty of changes, but if it does talk through the plan, it becomes much more interesting. So let's look at this change. So again, this is just fresh Bitcoin core, and we just made a G branch and start doing our own changes, starting with documentation, writing up all the planning, all the changes that we want to do, and like on a high level, what we want to do is like identity change, or network identity change. So what you change is a network magic bytes, that's called in the code, and so there is some file with settings for the network in a code base, and this file is actually called chainparams.cpp. So at least this part .h. So this part, like for headers in C++. So yeah, and the code base for Bitcoin is Bitcoin Core, like it's mostly C++, and it does have some sidetracks. If you want to rewrite it in other programming languages, you need to when it comes to, I think, pseudo-random implementation or something, like I heard some justifications that it's actually very difficult to do in any other programming language like Go or Rust. I'm not 100% sure that this is really the case, because I think if you do enough effort, you still can at least narrow those pain points. But anyway, I'm sidetracking. It's not important for what I'm trying to do here right now. So the idea is like network magic bytes is something like when we want to isolate our new network, our BNG network from BTC network. And if you remember, like Bitcoin is of course point-to-point or peer-to-peer as a point-to-point. You have peers or nodes, and they are like the peers of the king. You know, there's this equal some level of egalitarian approach to like what they are on the network, and they can choose to trust whatever being exchanged or not to trust and whatever. But at least we start with identification, and there should be some keyword that when they chat to each other, that they would say like, oh, okay, I know that what you're talking about is a part of a protocol of the network that I could actually trust, and you, at least for the beginning of the session, and at least see what you're going to say next. That's what you're trying to say. It's not a complete random noise. Someone tries to talk to me or connect to me. Okay, yeah. So accidental cross-network connections, P2P isolation, that would be point 1. What we want to achieve next with this first GIP-01 proposal is that all the addressing is prefixed as well differently, so we have a different space for address space, like namespace if you want, for all the wallets, and there is a very important crucial thing. When I was thinking about that, and I was doing some research even before GPT times, and it's one of those things that usually this is something that has been done by all the successful forks starting with Bitcoin Cash. Like, I'm not going to discuss why historically this happened. You could just Google and educate yourself, and justification there is actually quite good. And in practice, it's about like technical problems versus human problems, and or like technical problems versus something that people would think are important problems. anyhow, so Bitcoin Cash actually did something smart. They had a problem like, okay, now you have all those addresses or private keys for wallets. How do you protect yourself? How do you make sure that whatever transaction happens on a new network or like on a fork network couldn't be like replayed on the other one, and some of the assets from one are leaked on the other, like, so basically the replay attack. You could kind of as a steal well, it depends on the key, of course, right? But I'm oversimplifying here. But just in terms of security concerns, what you want to do is that like if you have whatever keys on that new network that we're trying to build here, or any new wallets, that you avoid situations where, like, not only that there are like address or network traffic conflicting, but also financially nobody could actually steal the actual transaction. Well, that's an important one. Sounds like an important one. Okay. Like Bitcoin Core has 3 networks, and we want to do a change on 3 networks for the P2P magic bytes. And yeah, of course, like what happens is, like, once you introduce this first teeny tiny change, what happens is the whole in a core of the project of the code base, what you have here are test subfolders, right? And like with all the different tests, and a lot of code bases actually in Python, all the test automation. So it's funny, like Bitcoin Core is written in C++, but testing high-level logic is, because it's convenient. It's a lot of that is covered with Python, but there is also, of course, a lot of C++ unit tests. So you change one thing in chain params, and surprise, just stuff breaks, everything breaks. So you also need to make sure that the tests are corrected, and you need to correct a lot in the tests, including the test nets that you want to run locally for those test logic inside the test folder that you want to run. Okay, on a high level, this is really what we want to achieve. There are even some values being generated and put in, and some magic bytes, or HRP stands for Human Readable Prefix. AT is one of those funny areas of human knowledge and expertise where you made an abbreviation and things start, something very stupid or straightforward becomes something very cryptic and semi-smart. Right, so mainnet, testnet, regnet. It's fine to me. And that's segregated witness kind of prefixing for one of those other historical proposals for improvement for Bitcoin pips, which we just like take with us. Like we take with the whole state of Bitcoin Core as it is, and trying to modify very few things or play around and see technically what would happen. And it's a great opportunity for me personally to learn like how difficult it is, and to understand better like what in a I think timestamp message, I'm not sure about this one, but there would be also some preparation necessary about Genesis block. Yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, like I think Satoshi put it some kind of Times article back in 2009, something about banks, and when the Genesis will be starting. We are far from that. We are doing a lot of preparations, a lot of changes need to happen, but essentially, yeah, like Genesis block needs to be altered as well. Then we can say that this GIP is complete. Good. A lot of this documentation is automatically generated from prompting and chatting, but it doesn't matter really. But I have some more. I had several playing around and experimentations around, like, how do I plan all those changes in code? Because I'm a lazy bastard, I don't want to code all of that myself, but at least I want to make it like as technical as possible, that I could follow every single change and every single line, like more like working with a crazy intern ship setup where I am an intern and I don't know, the model, LLM model is 10x developer. It's just the problem is 10x developer has no clue what he actually wants to do. I do have a clue, but yeah, it sounds pretty much reflecting the reality. Unfortunately, very depressive. Anyhow, I think we could go through. There was a few attempts that I was trying to go through that, few iterations, and I didn't really like how it worked. Or either, I think, number one, what didn't really work is try to do one big massive change and on existing database, and it just breaks all that. It definitely breaks OpenAI's LLMs models. For AG, anti-gravity approach for Gemini 3, like, well, it does stuff a little bit better, but it's still stupid like hell. Like, so it gets stuck in infinite loop of trying to figure out what I'm trying to do and trying to over-optimize for things that it even. So the approach that really works is to design a good plan, and that plan should consist of individual steps, tiny changes, and you iterate through them one by one. This is actually what you do when you do real engineering with software, rather than this weird mock wanking experience, whatever. Anyway, it's like the time we're living in, and I guess it's fun also for me. It's a new skill to learn. Right. So I had this plan in mind in terms of changes. Well, not I, but I got this spit out of the model. Goals, hard network isolations. Like so you've seen. Okay, again, like this is a GIP001 folder. It has a README file. Network intent and rebranding, and we have like some 3 high-level deliverables that we want to get, like features, if you want. Like, we want to have network isolation, we want to have new address space for wallets, and we want to be protected from basic replay attacks. Great. What does it mean in practice? What do we need to code? What do we need to change? Sheesh, I'm doing vibe coding. It's okay. Let's just not get too depressed. Hard network isolation. P2P magic bytes. I will get in a second what they are actually in the code and where do they live. Human level isolation. Yeah, because there are these different standards for addresses in Bitcoin. Like, I think what would be cool is actually to look it up in greater detail what those addresses are, and because Bitcoin core is sophisticated piece of knowledge, accumulated, layered over time, organically, non-organically, like engineered over time, like grown. And it's actually the whole approach in engineering to Bitcoin core is to have all those minimalistic decisions, like Bitcoin script, for example, to have something that doesn't break, or if you have fear, like human intuition driven fear that this thing could break, you want to like be careful or extra careful. So you're rather on the conservative side of change compared to other projects in blockchain space like Ethereum, whatever, where you just do, it's all experiment. Let's go crazy. Let's do crazy stuff. And this is kind of good and bad in terms of stuff can get very political, especially if you do something of value. And yeah, so let's go back there to that point of like, I think it would be fun in this series also to dive into individual technical aspects, like what actually makes Bitcoin. And because even for me, like I have some user-based understanding, power user-based understanding, or like, and also have some engineering knowledge, but I would actually be curious to follow up very closely all those decisions that happen. And I think there are, I'm putting it in a nice way, but in reality and practice there are a lot of fuck-ups, and basically learning by not by doing, but through pain and really bad decisions and all of that. So and this is knowledge, this human knowledge and learning experience, and this is accumulated. That's why you edit things on top, even if you don't want to. But so I think engineering, this is how you do engineering. I think this is not bad actually. Rather than treating things like sacred code or whatever, technology is not sacred code, for God's sake. It shouldn't be religious, right? So or dogmatic or whatever. Operational safety, what is shared, blah blah. I mean, this is scary. Like it's when AI language, AI model, like is so much smarter than I am, or like I feel like I'm not even able to comprehend all of this. That's reading up. Well, okay, we don't rename things. Yeah, release notes. By the way, release notes, releasing code on BDC is a ritual for a reasonable. And it's a kind of like you use signatures. Developers use signatures. Like it's not just enough to make code available or approve a PR. You literally need to make all the developers happy. Oh, we're still having some music running in the background. That's great. Otherwise, it would be too sad. Good. Code change. So mainnet. So magic bytes. Okay. Base 58. Pips 32. I should actually really explain those. Probably I will not be. I think what I would do next is we go through changes in chain params. And we'll try to compile things and to run tests and see things breaking or something like that. Yeah, but see main params, this is a thing from chain params. I think next, you see like, so the change step-by-step implementation, update GIP tags with final constants. Okay, this is actually done because initially, it's not the first time trying to do that. I actually did some playing over New Year Eve and whatever, because I really want to make sure also, or to learn how, rather than I do it just myself, and that will take years, how I could benefit from having a smart colleague like Agent just talking to me or working, do the dirty stuff for me. I really wanted to get to the point where I enjoy the process, I understand the process, and it's like kind of anti-vibe coding or anti-whatever thingy. I really wanted to have an ownership of what's going on, like kind of own a mathematical proof of what's happening. Right, so step 2, I think this is already happening or happened. And there are a bunch of changes. Well, let me go through that in a moment. I actually reflected also what has been changed here as a log. I have a change log. I think the whole interesting thing of what I like right now about the whole process is I'm going to accumulate a lot of artifacts in form of markdown files to write up what happened, like especially me being the one working on the whole thing. Yeah, I can at least talk to documentation that I wrote myself if I forget what happened. Okay, so define constants. Change 1. Change 2. Work with chain params. Well, chain params is a key. Like usually, I will actually show exactly why this is such a cool part of. And in new code base, it's even have been moved to src/kernel/chain params rather than just src/chain params. So it's literally kind of a consensus bootstrap step where if your node is running like on a particular network and you have 3 of those and all 3 networks are coded as a password logic, so because you want to also be able to test certain state of your node of your project. I think this is why it has been done like this. So like basically if the node doesn't like certain things or certain state, it will break. and you want to break earlier on in terms of also consensus. If your node doesn't agree with some network behavior that you programmed, it will break. Like minimum work that you need to do, or some assume UTXO unspent transaction output. It's an important term, but I will probably, that needs an explanation. I should probably explain it. Well, think of it as an Excel spreadsheet, and it's like a state in memory, and you need to carry over it like each block you have, and you have a chain of block. It has certain lengths or height, whatever, how you present it. And like the first block, then goes below the next one, and there's just certain height, or up, whatever. If your network is mature enough, you can say like, oh, I don't want to test everything that happened before. I trust certain change, and like that happened for the past 10 years. So let's just skip and trust that hash. And you can code it inside the code. You see like how much trust to the network, to the protocol is happening already on a code level. So basically, if you're a user and you think like, okay, the most important thing I care about just my keys, bullshit. Complete lugus, right? What you do care about is everything. Because it's like, if you want to have a decentralized system, zero trust, like you don't trust anyone or anything, or like, zeros and ones, and they are not mixed. You really want to make sure that you have maybe a little bit better understanding of what is this automatic consensus process that, or how has this achieved this consensus through that process, and how much trust are actually hidden. Is there any hidden trust in place? Like how much of that is delegated not to architects, but just even to technical implementators, to builders, right? So, all right. But for a fresh chain or zero, like when you start from empty, all of this needs to be, lined up. So, okay, so that's a plan. I think some of that has been done for one of the three networks. We have three networks: C main, C test, and C regression tests. And regression tests, maybe for just to remind myself and for general, it's like when something has been broken in the past and you want to prevent the regression to that same mistake. You want to have a special test case to cover it, and you always want to run it for all of the code changes that you do for the future versions being released. Yeah, that's like the logic there. Like, I still don't have the real overview of a sense like if certain tests are more important than the others. So for now, we just treat everything as important, right? So RPC ports needs to be updated. Well, that's reasonable if someone is running one node on a machine which is Bitcoin Core, and he wants to run BNG next to this, like network neighboring, sharing, like sibling that on the same machine. You want them to share the space nicely. Good. So the port shouldn't be busy if a new node starts. Update address encoding, decoding logic. Yeah, and then we need to fix tests. And a crazy number of tests, and they all break. And yeah. All right. I think that's already pretty much a lot. Like so one thing that maybe I want to check is like, how do we build stuff? So I have this additional .bng development readme. Well, of course, like, why do I even need bng to have all of that? Like, one of the reasons I add bng prefixes everywhere, because I still want to be up to date with whatever upstream is happening. I have a potential to pick up any changes or any fixes that are like going in from the upstream, and realize like, okay, can I incorporate them? Yes, no. And it does help when you work with version control, is when you have a separate tree of files. So whatever changes I introduce, I will try to prefix them into subfolders for now, right? And also for the documentation, like I build my own kind of island here, like that's a bit kind of the thinking at the moment. Yeah, like I'm running it on VSL on Ubuntu. I think I actually updated it to latest stable, like 24. Latest long LTC. Yeah, this is interesting. For example, like nothing like that was back like 10 years ago, whatever, when I was like more actively looking at the code. Cap and Pronto is like proto buffers, like I think by the guy who actually did the first proto buffers on Google, whatever. It's a library for inter-process communication. Like if you have many processes running, or not as many processes, and you can serialize or have like gRPC like analogy, something faster as an API than just like REST. So apparently this Cap and Pronto is pronto. Yeah, it's very pronto. Yeah. Right. So no GUI. There will be the build. It's so much more comfortable than doing all the autogen and whatever. So let's try to enjoy this process. Okay, so I'll just copy that in and see if we can, whatever code, I don't know even what were the latest changes, even if it builds. Wow, it's been cached and it's actually built, and all is green. Oh, and I really love, let me just make it more like, config summary, like CMake is so much enjoyable, like, because a few months ago I was still working with an older setup, and it was just noisy at a level of diarrhea. Like you have this blanket of nonsense popping up, and this is much more readable. Not that even I understand every single feature or line that's, but definitely words make sense to me. I can interpret them. Good. Right. What do we need next? I guess what would be cool is to run tests and see them breaking, because I think there was a last change. Okay, let's look at the change first. So let me just type chain. No, not like this, just CMake style. Right. Okay. Chain params. Let's check. Yeah. So a lot of stuff is like nullified, zerified, cleared, because we have a fresh start. Like Genesis block is sometime from yesterday. Okay, the CNET, and I think actually all of that will break anyway. Okay, main params are pretty much through. And the next step is CNET. Okay, so let's try. So this one is, let me try to change this with a smart AI. Okay, let's proceed with, sheesh, I hope I will not program like this for the rest of my life. This is depressive. Let's proceed with blah blah blah, namely the plan, MD. We have changed but not tested it yet. It made sense to propagate similar changes to test networks. And you know what? Like, let me also just commit this, because previous change was actually done by Anti-Gravity on Gemini, and I have it running in parallel. I don't know, like, do you see that as well? If I switch, do you see that? I'm so great in streaming. Like, you still see the oh, crap. Okay. Oh, now you see the Anti-Gravity. Okay. Great. Yeah. So that, like, and plus there was just few scripts generated. We contribute under the BNG prefix subfolder. Yeah, just based from those magic bytes, just to derive new params for the chain. Yeah, like this, and new keys for the chain. New versions. Right, and new ports and all of the rest. Okay, so this is all good. I will now make a commit. Damn. Is it even readable commit? Am I going to read it? Implement and reset, generic update, network identity. It's too long. I usually like to write commit messages like update, just 3 letters, IPD. Okay, whatever. Let me just add something more reasonable. The main parameters changed, but not tested. Yeah, tests will break anyway, and they will break massively. We need to change the network as well, and then we also need to update all the values in the tests that are hard-coded and expected because of all the changes. Yahoo Finance: Bitcoin mining companies make major shifts impacting AI and energy markets. I don't understand this sentence. Just like literally saying nothing. It's even worse than me talking. Yeah, I'll save all and commit. Great, and we push. Yeah, so let's do this change. I think this is nice, but for Copilot, I would still somehow attach, I guess, more context. Yeah, this is a follow-up to do. What is this? Development guide. Well, maybe it's not bad. Let me just have this all as contact. All editors usually do this all the time. Don't know if there is probably keyboard shortcut just to quick game through all of that. Anyhow, I just mumble something and let's call it funny streaming. We have changed, tested it. It makes sense. My English grammar makes sense to propagate similar changes to test network pods. It's a cool part I actually really like in this internship relationship. You say to your 10x programmer, do that. I mean, all 10x are stupid motherfuckers. But that's just my opinion. I hope this is not too offending. I'm going to inspect current gplan doc and the testnet section. It's also, dude, you just need to actually update the constants, basically. Yeah, like for example, there is a height that there is a lot of dummy stuff that is deployed for test purposes, a lot of mock data, and we want to trust this. And place black, do real sits, localhost. 001 in my case right now. Test Bitcoin TBNG. Okay. I think it's not that bad. What has been changed? This is left untouched. Hopefully, because we don't even know what we need to change there. And yeah, no UTXO assumption, no hide empty. Okay. Oh, current status as implemented. Okay. Run tests. Oh, it wanted to run tests. Oh, it wanted to do a build. Well, ctest will do the build. Damn. Biggest pain would be to go through all the tests and to make sense out of them and actually validate and confirm that our changes are making sense. I'm going to rebuild first. Of course you can. We trust you on all the steps. And it broke. Error in expression. Yeah. I'm actually curious, like, about those details. What it actually writing up. Build failed due to Genesis hash literals having the wrong hex lengths. Offending lines fix 64 hex. Main test print main length 65. Well, it doesn't look like 64, doesn't it? Read lines for chain params. Leading zeros. This is painful. So even the original change was actually broken. Yeah, let me just compare the file with yeah. So I do git diff head dash in the file chain browse. So what happens with the 65 things? Because they should be 64 in data, and most of the addresses are used to be like in the old code. Oh, it actually fixed it when I was like calculating the strings length and comparing with the previous commit. It actually did the thing. Okay, what the heck happened? Okay, let's look at the changes. Okay, so we are clearly adding here some. No, that's not the change. Okay, so what is or was a change? Let me check the terminal. Build worked, but it was working before as well. I think what was breaking our tests. Gosh, this is so painful. Okay, now it tries to do tests. RM temp. Gosh, on these cells there's so much temp. Oh my god, it's not really temp. Can it be auto-approved? No, no way. And everything is then hidden to death null. It's just like Trojan horse. Okay, it's just clearing out temp. RMRF. Gosh. Okay, let me just inspect what's going on in this temp folder. Trust but verify. Is there anything actually of what it's trying to PNG? Oh, there is none. It's just nonsense. It's trying to do some nonsense now. Skip. So boring. Hash alternatives. Okay, I'm getting really pissed off with it. What are we actually trying to fix? Which test? Which test block the script is indicates pushing us for byte landing proceeding. That part I actually got partially. Oh, wants to use Python to quickly compute kinesis hash. Okay, so here is some code for yeah, this is such a cryptic experience, to be honest. Okay, SH256 hash. Push data. Oh, it applies cryptic. Now there are problems with shell. I have some like Ubuntu system level Python 3. I just freshly installed system. I haven't seen like what's going on there. At least G++ works and all the built essentials. Okay, this starts to be really annoying. I think the approach that I used before with tests was to make a list of tests one by one and then try to test them, like run them and see, like, and fix individually rather than trying to, you know, like the problem is the systematic syncing just doesn't scale with this compiling nonsense. Like, it can work on an individual basis, but if you want to fix a huge code base with unit tests, what is it trying to do? Serialized by C script num, which aligns with. There is a file code Genesis calc in a build folder. Build folder is a temporary folder, and that's what we've seen so far with this. And now here it tries to change cmain params. Why would it change cmain params? Let's just make it clear, and so the changes like this. Oh, now it runs tests. Damn, this is so... I still can't get used to it. It's just such a spooky experience. At least I have everything version controlled and I can always inspect this. So, yeah. It's not much fun really, isn't it? Yeah, test could be... Yeah, taking time. Oh no, it's almost, we're almost through 147, 148. Does it mean there was like transactions where... Oh, translations? No, okay. I'm still not getting used to this. Everything is fail. Okay, no, it's just kill the sub-process. Anyway, yeah, 24% of tests passed. Of course, like, because like all the tests are usually about hard-coded values, and we changed the root values for the network. Everything is different. Chain type testnet. PTP magic bytes and addresses differ, but the Genesis block can remain the same for rectas since it's private. Upstream rectas Genesis, so I should revert it to avoid anticipate issues. No, let's stop it on this. This is like where he starts making some funny fantasy. To be honest, like I'll just move away from this stupid copilot. Okay, so what was again this comment for doing development? Ah, yeah, CMake. Okay, compilation works. Let's just run tests again. List test without running. Runs after. Okay, this is nice. Like, can list test without running. Let's do that. Okay, let me also somehow. Do I have a command line here? No, I don't. How about this? I don't even have a window. Oh, okay. And there is nice flower picture. Okay, I'll use this can go away, this can go away. So let's list tests. Okay, that's a nice list. Okay. I mean, I can ask actually even compile an engine to do that, but I can do also a few things myself. Change log. Now let's create a subfolder called tests. Happy test. Empty. Could be empty. Doesn't matter. We'll do something like this. Test A. Now I can. I don't even need. This. So just select all of them. Oh, and do I actually? Oh, I didn't have it set up. Okay. Crap. Okay, like I think what I need is it was called Sublime. It was a time point where I move away from Vim and move to Sublime, and I like the mapping. Oh, do I have them? Okay. Why they're not working? Okay, they do. Oh, they do. This is what I want to have, like a to-do list. Screen. Make fix those tests by one. Fix those tests one by one. Or one at a time. Right. Okay, so I'll just make it to-do format. This. Okay. Marked. Alright, now I can go back to the agent and say run tests again and mark those that pass. Yeah, it's ugly and dirty work, but this is what you do anyway. That would be the logic I would be following anyway if I would do everything myself without AI. So let's see how it works. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, there's no more music. I'll put another one. That's a good way to spend often. That's good. surprising. Yeah, like it was once I forked, the two things I did was to, of course, first thing I did was to do the build and then to run the tests, and they all were passing. Testing was passing. And for me right now, it's the only way of at least do basic small testing. Whatever is happening, is it going in the right direction? And I think what I would do next to that is probably do a few unit tests on my own, maybe integration tests. I made a teacup and it still was. Well, I guess the good news is it didn't jailbreak and become conscious and self-aware and whatever. And or like formatted my VSL Ubuntu box. Literally need to copy this table with past tests myself. Okay, stop the bullshit. Just mark those tests that has passed. No fantasies. This nonsense costs electricity and power, draining our planet. This of course sounds very hypocritical, me being the user of the system, but yes, some stupid Python script like this that just does text scripting. This is part of actually working okay. Yeah. I will update the checklist by ticking 95 services. And then the idea you pick the first from the top that didn't work and try to fix that. But why does it take so long to... It's maybe talking to 10 different agents to... I don't know. Bunch of professors sitting at the table trying to make a conclusion that we can click check the test in it. I'm thinking about creating a patch. You don't have to analyze tests. You just need to do a simple task. I need a more stupid model to behave smarter. Actually, I feel much safer when I don't read this chat through. I think I was talking to one of the engineers that like working on top industry, top-notch industry, AI, one of the guys. And he made this argument, yeah, you need to make the model that talks through, and then it's somehow supposed to simulate thinking process. Well, what about, like, first of all, the assumption is it is thinking something, it's just text processing, text manipulation. And we just pretend that this process is called thinking. Okay. Let's just keep the changes. Okay, now I have at least an overview of what's broken, and BIP32 would be the first one. Right? Well, that's reasonable. That's something we changed as well, right? So, you know, for the sake of just for fun, I'll switch to this AG and anti-gravity and try to do the same. Okay, it does seem like a very simple change, like you change the chain param CPP, but this is the very cornerstone of the whole building of the whole Bitcoin network. And this is like where you parameterize your network and your initial assumptions. And I think that generally the problem with tests and unit tests is that it's a big pain if you, like, there is this level 1 comfort, you wrote your own test, you were motivated enough to spend time doing that, you do the ownership and have the ownership, you're happy about it, and especially when it's green, you have some level of comfort. Someone else wrote, level 2, someone else wrote the test and you understand it, and okay, let's keep it working in the meantime. Now it will do the planning because I have the planning mode. This was Gemini 3. Okay, let's see how it does it. It's interesting. Like, it's so much more interesting. Like, first I was completely frustrated, but it's so much interesting that now I have like these 2 modes. Like I have Copilot in my VS Code and anti-gravity VS Code clone by Google, like this Gemini 3. I don't know if I have preference on which of the companies I hate more. Maybe I hate both, but like it depends on the day of the week. There is a plan, we have a plan. There's an implementation. I mean, come on, this is just like, what is this? Argsman tests. What does this test do? What does this test do? Like this, okay, boost out the test case. It's just command line arguments. How they could be broke. Or maybe they are. I don't know. It's like really, if our CLI works. I love this conversation, yeah. I don't know, I'm not going to fix CLI. Let the LLM do it. But again, then there is this level 2 test comfort where like you understand what's going on in the test, or at least you arbitrarily know what it's supposed to do, not deterministically, but just sometimes, or you can guess, and your guess can be completely wrong, and then here's your lesser level of comfort, and then there's probably level 3, is it's just like somebody wrote the test, you treat this complete black box and artifact, and there is some magic aura behind it. I hear what we do, we're just rudimentary, like I just want to click this box before I even proceed any further. I want to have it fast and quick, not spend time the whole day clicking on. It's just analyzing. Oh, it was asking me for permission to access the source code. Oh no, to search the web after accessing source code. It feels so nice, like you can permit certain things. Because usually companies like Google, they just steal your privacy and never ask for anything. And just you are enslaved by our right as a company to enslave you. Supreme right of a stronger being. Google Mobile. Running excellent test. Hires just, I don't know, hundreds of smart people and enslaves them in a salary cycle. And like such a honeypot trap, and literally try to squeeze brain creativity and anything like you until you're walking dead, and then you're depressed. Shameful business. Well, there are other, of course, companies in fix what is actually breaking there. I mean, I'm going to fix it myself now at this point. It's analyzing tons of CPP. Okay, our CPP makes sense, common CPP as well, but okay, let's give it a chance. Chain perhaps. Isn't like how my changes change, how those changes in chain param CPP could actually break anything. Duplicate argument registration. Oh. What did you realize? I have realized. No, that was interesting. I've got green build directory. It's time to confirm the trail list. Okay, let's look at the plan. We need to fix tests. This is related to implementation. Quiet none, proposed tests. Update the test expectation to align with changed chain parameters. Okay, this is good. I couldn't do it better, probably. Automated test. It's just like fixing single stupid command line test. Okay, run SRC test, filtering for argument test. Okay, nothing sophisticated. Search the web how to run Bitcoin tests. What if there would be no stock overflow already to search for such things? This whole setup will break, right? You can prompt the model to try again to start a new conversation. Seriously? Okay. Planning fast. Explain what commands you run to test what was the error to be fixed. You were actually trying to fix. At least I don't chat it with my voice. And I can kind of type, of course, but that doesn't matter. Did it change something? Oh, there was a duplicate argument error thingy. I don't know if this is actually okay because oh, this is good. This is good. I like this. Basic test setup. Okay. Sorry, tests are crashing because the code is attempting to register -help argument more than once in the global CRX manner. This typically, yeah, exactly. There are cases where this is okay. Some setups. This typically happens when the test setup is range-line arguments without properly clearing the previous state. Oh, it's being called inadvertently multiple times during the test. Yes, but this error has nothing to do with my initial change. So why is this broken? purposes, and the idea was to. Oh my god. Okay. I think like anti-gravity was not able to fix it in one go. Maybe it will take another 15 minutes to fix this. But maybe I can fix it myself faster. It'd be surprising if not. See, of course you can add a debug statement. It would be also great, rather than adding a breaking thing that just breaks all the tests. Although as soon as you output something to std error, it is considered error sometimes by tests. Wait, did it edit it again? Oh, just edit a bunch of debug stuff. Okay, usually it also cleans it up afterwards, after it's happy. Let's just accept those changes. Or you have to tell them that you just remove the debug. Gosh. Okay, I'm now being curious, but at least I went to fast mode, so. It was just an assumption that there is some duplicate. And if you look at the tests, I don't know when it was written by, but like, there are sections where they like foobarring crazy amount of stuff. Just for command line. I mean, like the whole project, and they wrote Bitcoin project, and they spent time writing their own command line argument processing. Tons of tools like this. Why do you need another tool for? Because you're just so good in C++? No, this is just stupid language anyway. There's many other programming languages. I don't know what is more arrogant here. Me trying to fix this, or people who wrote this. I think both. Whatever. Damn, this is so depressive. Okay, more debug. Oh. Well, at least. Oh. You still added the same change. This is so cool. You know, like, you want to fork Bitcoin and you spend time debugging argument command line. I mean, honestly, I don't know why changing chain params would break CLI, but that's a good exercise of how fragile this nonsense is. However, I'm puzzled because a duplicate help being added twice specifically category. I'm investigating this. Where is it coming from? Arcs Manager. Now it just actually tries to, okay, you have subcategories in CLI, like, and you have kind of namespaces for multiple arguments and family of arguments groups around, and where is this? Okay, where is this Arcs Manager living? Let's find it. Because this claim seems to be far-stretched. Rx Manager. Release notes. Oh. So it has been quite quite an active fellow, this Rx Manager. Was breaking things all over the whole project. Why do you write such nonsense? Rx Manager. So lame. And you just do it yourself because you can write a library, of course. Yeah. Why not just squeeze it in the biggest project on the planet? Rx Manager. Oh, here's a header. And where is this coming from? Address DB. Why address DB? It just says class, right? Okay. Ah, okay, you want to make it accessible here. Okay. So it's across everywhere. Oh my god. And then it's globally kind of parsed by all the logic. Where do we leave Rx Manager? Class. Yeah, everywhere. C++ is ugly. Rx, yeah, here's a guy. Well, at least this is obvious. Gosh. Flagging and... Then you define it external like a singleton. Just a bunch of helpers about a bunch of arguments. Around a bunch of arguments. Chain type. Oh, maybe I actually broke the chain type. Could I? But like, I didn't change it. It was a constant chain type, right? Reinsertion of help. This just feels like such a hallucination. Gosh. Stupid biology. It's not programming, really. Now it removed the debug. Okay. This is good, I guess. Copilot. Is it true? that would be interesting. Yeah, it's just like compare the nonsense. Didn't even understand the problem. It added clear arts into setup common, into tests. That's actually interesting. I don't believe that this is a general error that I somehow inherited. Does just make sense. Or why it was triggered, or why it popped up now. But I don't care, it's fun. Maybe it's just... Maybe I'll, like after the stream, I'll just slow down and look more carefully into it. But I'm just super curious right now, like how this would conclude. Would it get stuck? I probably need to time box it a bit. It's analyzing logging. Why it's going into logging? I mean, it's just it gets more and more fun. Okay, so it kind of clears arcs but doesn't see this in the logger. So now it tries to understand how the loggers, different kind of loggers are handling the different logging streams from different code sources, like from different classes. Yeah, that's a problem with C++. It should be like C, not C++. It's just this. It's a failure in terms of object-oriented nonsense. It tries to be high level, but it's kind of not, and then people will beat you to death if you start criticizing C++, just for fun. We have rebuilt test Bitcoin. Okay. Now it need a binary. doesn't create a lot of trust, this process. No. Okay, 0MQ sequence. Why it's playing with those parameters? Error correction codes, stop. Why we're in the error correction codes? I think I need to stop this nonsense. This just doesn't make sense. Okay, how much changes we did? How many? Like, how much? How many? Init CPP, arc CPP, a lot of debug. Chain params, okay, we can live with it in. Setup common CPP. Okay, you know what? I will just discard all of this nonsense that anti-gravity did. I will dumbox it now. Like, I'll give it another try to fix with this model, and then I'll just close the stream and try to fix it myself. Fix after changes in CPP. Why did they change the UI? It's just distracting. It just makes things more crowded on the screen. It's not crowded enough. I have a text editor, I have a file browser, I have this stupid chat, and I have this even session history. Like, because people are. It's like the problem is that UI could help you work with ChatGPT. I think that these guys are still like 4 years ago, and the mindset that you can chat in the chat window. Where okay, let's see how this UI would evolve. But anyhow, let's fix command line arguments. Oh man, this journey is like full of nonsensical surprises. I think people are playing a lot with context and cursor instructions and whatever like that. Just being. My expectation is that things work well just with atomic changes. Now, a lot of people are talking about this whole vibe coding and so on, but it's fun to see like where you look at really basic stuff like command line arguments and or unit tests. Yeah, let's run and build dash test here build dash r experiment test. Okay, this is how you do it. Alright. This is how you mark that we want just to run a single test and speak. Output on failure. Is standard error output considered a failure? Yes. stuff in 26. Like a search string for files from Unix. So I added one more. Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, stop. Let me edit. Open editors. Now I have 3 files as context, and I say fix this particular test after those changes in chain params. You need to be very patient with this stuff. Capturing exact failure, trace it, patch the code, and update. Well, this is better than this nonsensical double help argument is passed. This anti-gravity feels like a black hole. And the one that you never want to get in, with the others. I have reduced a failure. Force inside validation due to assertion of invalid chain found. Oh! This is good. This actually makes sense. So it's actually not the error in the arc manager. It's because we are changing chain params. Yes, finally. Something clicks in a logical way. Thank you. Next I'll inspect the code that assertion trace while we go. Okay. Access change. Yeah, that's a regression test. Yeah. So it's 0 for anti-gravity and 1 for OpenAI. I hope they eat each other. Google and OpenAI. But in reality, of course, they will create a parasitic symbiosis with the planet. They already do. Parasites. Thinking process parasites. It's something that can be living as a parasite on your thinking process as a human being and pretend that you're actually thinking only because that parasite allows you to. Yeah, that feels like a good description of. Okay, why are we back into block validation genesis? This is too broad. Too broad. Let's stop. Let's find the source of the error. And the location where it is defined and checked and erased through. This is what you do. You don't try to, treat things. That's a problem that's just too biological. Like you have this complex system, and then you're looking for principal components. Like, oh, this is broken. Now let's fix a color. Declared all call sign. Validation age. Okay, they structured like this. Oh, okay. So this is like invalid chain file. Invalid chain. Block index. Okay. Nice. This is good to see this kind of stuff. Okay, this is a type of logic I would expect to break if you start making changes in chain param CPP. Wow, some progress, huh? But it's really about trying to ask the right questions and be very pessimistic about all the nonsense that it spits out. But this is good. probably in terms of time, it would take me maybe even longer to figure out the same, although, yeah. I will locate where change data found, find the cleared, how it gets raised. No, this is clear. Let's focus on how it is raised in the test that breaks. It looks like a deep hidden error related to cmain chain changes, not the type of the chain, but height and other things. Where do we have more extra checks in the test? So it's not, it's like, so see, the way I understand it is very simple. Like the arguments tests are just trying to run all the binaries and pass some arguments, and when the binary like Bitcoin chain starts to boot to start, then there is an additional check that actually breaks. So most likely the breaking check test is calling. So on a call stack, we're going back to is eventually calling. Yeah, this guy. Assuming params construction. This is good. This is nice. Like I actually enjoy this experience because also I think in this iteration of this, my previous tries it was a throwaway attempts to understand like if the tooling is right, is whatever I'm doing is even feasible as a single person to go through the modern code base of Bitcoin Core. Or like how much time it will take me to do, like, or will I be lost there completely? But now I see that it's actually positive. Like it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. I could actually iterate through things like this. Yeah. I think I will give it another 5 minutes and I will conclude the streaming today. We are either very close or I need to do it manually. Okay. Reg tests. Okay, regression tests. The timing, GNS block timing is somehow. This is way in the past. Why do we go zoom in? How was it like? Probably I want you to see. So yeah, right. Let me write something in the terminal, like what is actually going on here, right? So in this regex chain params. Yeah, so let me just take this. February 2011. And what we tried to set was a binge genesis. Okay, it's falling back. Now, look, this is the right, new timestamp. Don't fix it. Fix test. Yeah, okay, so clearly regression test programs will be like tough. And it feels like I would need to once I will be happy with all the experimenting, I will actually need to do this whole exercise once again. Unless I'm really happy with having this regression in the class, like in this 23rd of January. Yeah, 2011. This stuff is Asian. Okay, this is just such a sly approach. Oh, instead of fixing test, let me modify the feature. Like, okay, let's check the actual change. If I didn't like it, I will actually redo it myself. I think I'll go get one more tea. It's been fun. It's just slow, but it's actually super slow. Then again, it's a big code base, right? And like this, I just start to scratch the surface and look at the code base a bit better. So Arc Manager was not to blame. The genesis block changes. Where to blame and where to expect it, but at least I changed one file in like 70% of tests broke, which indicates that like this whole logic is very spaghetti sensitive. Oh, how did 100% of tests pass? What? Ah, okay, because it was one test selected, but whoa, what happened? Depends on the fixture. Okay, that's a fixture. Test chain, no. Parsing, it does not require a pre-minded test chain. Using a lightweight fixture avoids triggering chain. That's one way of doing that. That's actually a good fix for the core code. But okay, what is then so specific about the fixture? What is so specific about the test chain? We just took the base fixture class and everything worked fixture. bit more meaningful error. Yeah, like this I can accept this logic. Actually, this is a cleaner way, like, because if I'm testing command line arguments, I don't care about the regression chain. if chain params changed, my CLI shouldn't break really. So that's fair. But let's document the finding in. Let's also track the findings in BNG. Where is this BNG thing? Blah, 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 blah. Tests. Okay, that's something useful. Nice. It's not so bad. And it is, I can also control the volume of change. That I'm still like changing just a single chain, perhaps CPP, and I'm making all the tests happy, and it actually works as an approach, as a linear approach per se. So, okay, so there is still something bright, like something positive. This whole consensual setup, this wall. Good. I'll get some key. Let it work. I would expect it to actually really. Am I still showing? Oh, I'm still actually showing anti-gravity. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that's a test. Okay. I guess I need to quickly. So basically, the error was it was break. So to sum up, the error was that arc tests are I don't know like how long I was sharing the wrong text editor, whatever. And the error was that test fixture picks up the whole regression test network that we modified the chain params. And there are some validation tests that are actually breaking, but because that test fixture is not required, you can actually use a much more basic testing setup without the actual regression chain. So like proper unit tests and proper modules, you separate the logic that is only responsible for command line arguments, that they are not really taking care of some additional stuff or break because of it. Yeah, reg test, they need regression. That's okay. So the learning of the processes, we have now this keep main numerical roots. Yep. New test is added. Fantastic. And that's a regression test. Okay, create Genesis block. Wait, what the heck does it actually test here? No, this is nonsense. 3 chains, as they are defined by the original SRC kernel chain around CPP and the black box, and test actually what that black box does. Simplify the whole just by using including the header. There are no tests even here, really. Just copy paste over the implementation. Oh, there are like direct test runs. Yeah, nice. Replace it with manual boost unit tests. Oh, this is much nicer. Yeah, all of this goes away. Right, at least it means that we're on a good track. Right, so I guess what I want to do now is to check if this test is working. It should. Now let's test, how is it called? Rec test init tests. Oh no, test found. Let's add news test to the suite. Make this work. Nice. It's getting better. Just some kind of positive note, you know. This is where you can, you add a test and it's working, and you have this sense of ownership of, oh my god, I have a working unit test. I have a proof that whatever changes, whatever code I write, it's not complete nonsense. This in one case, in case of that particular unit test. I think this is the most brilliant and most enjoyable part of test-driven development. You write tests even before you actually write the actual implementation. implementation because you define the constraints or requirements like in the, I want this behavior. That's nice. And I want the behavior that the network is initialized. This is actually a much better approach than just chatting to a stupid GPT model. Oh, it was a BNG rec test in test. Really? That simple? No. I like the BNG actually. It's a regex. So dash R is for regex. Okay, I'm getting tired. Oh, okay, this is good. Where is it? Okay, so how to run with recompile? And I guess next to do